Welcome to Simply Logical, this is Venkatesh. If you get this riddle correct, you are a critical thinker. A riddle reads, you enter the garden, there are 34 people in the backyard, you kill 30, how many people are in the garden? Let me repeat the riddle, you enter the garden, there are 34 people in the backyard, you kill 30, how many people are in the garden? Give a try before checking the solution. Do subscribe to the channel for the newest videos watching. Answer to this riddle is, there is one person in the garden. I will explain how. Answer to this riddle depends on your definition of a backyard or garden. In this instance, the riddle does not say that the garden and backyard are at the same location or at the different location. If you answer the riddle considering the garden and backyard are at the same location, first thing that may come to your mind is 4. But it is not the correct answer. Let me explain why the answer is not 4. It is because if you enter a garden and kill 30 people, the rest will run away. There are no living people. It is necessary to think of the riddle in this way. Therefore, the answer is not 4 people. 4 people escaped from the garden. If 30 people died, you are the only one in the garden now. For this reason, the correct answer to this riddle is 1 and not 4. Alternatively, if we answer the riddle considering the garden and backyard are in separate place, then also the answer is 1. That is, you are the only person in the garden during this murderous rampage of the 34 people. In other words, rampage happens in backyard and you are at the garden and you are alone and you are not part of the rampage. In this case also, answer to this riddle is 1. So there can be 2 conditions to this riddle. If the assumption is made that backyard and garden are in different location, answer is 1. And if the assumption is made that the backyard and garden are in same location, then also the answer is 1. So remember, there can be different solution depending on the interpretation. Do share your interpretation in the comment section. The riddle reads as such, you enter a room of 69 people. A shooter enters the room and kills 60 people. How many people are left in the room? Feel free to pause the video and try yourself before checking the solution. Do subscribe to the channel for the newest videos watching. Let's check the solution now. It might seem tricky at first, but there is a very simple way of working out the real answer. As per the riddle, you entered a room of 69 people. A shooter then enters killing 60. How many people are left in the room? The correct answer to this riddle is 71. Upon the first read, many got the answers 9, 10 and 11, but this is not the correct answer. So this is how you reach the answer 71. Given the vague wording of the riddle, it is not exactly clear that the answer is 71, but I will walk you through how to reach it. There are already 69 people in the room when you entered the room. So here, once you enter the room, it becomes 70 people in the room, including you. Thereafter, a shooter enters the room. So now there are 71 people in the room, including the shooter. So how many people are left in the room? So it is 71, as no one has been removed from the room, dead or alive. Thus, the answer to this particular riddle is 71. So there is another way of looking into the same problem. So answer can be either 70 or 71. 70 because the room of 69 people includes 68 people and me plus the shooter. That is 70. After shooting 60, assuming others aren't going to walk out, so there remains 70, assuming the shooter hasn't left the room. And it is 71 because the room of 69 people excludes me plus the shooter, so the total is 71, assuming others aren't going to walk out, so there remains 71, assuming the shooter hasn't left the room. Thus, depending upon the interpretation, so the answer can be 70 or 71. You enter a bedroom, there are 34 people, you kill 30, how many are in the bedroom? Let me repeat the riddle, listen carefully and comment your answer in the comment section. You enter a bedroom, there are 34 people, you kill 30, how many are in the bedroom? If you have already guessed the answer, then it's great. If you are struggling, let me explain the solution now. If this were a math equation, then you would do 34 minus 30 to get 4, so the answer would be 4. But if you do this in terms of a riddle, then it would be different. Many thinks the answer would be 5. How? Well, there are 34 people in the room whenever you enter, but whenever you add yourself, that makes 35 people. So if you kill 30, that leaves you with 5 people, including yourself. But this is not the correct solution. There could be another solution to this also. So the riddle states you enter a room and there are 34 people. So that could mean that you are one of the 34 people in the room. It doesn't specify whether you and 34 others are in the room or if you are included with the group. So technically the answer could also still be 4 if you include yourself in the 34 people in the room. Wait, this is still not the correct answer. It is clear in the riddle that when you enter the room, there are 34 people. So logically, the answer to this riddle is 35 people. This is because you enter a room with 34 people and including you, that makes totally 35 of you in the bedroom. The question asks you how many people, not how many people who are alive. This is the most important way of analyzing this particular riddle. So many have confused over that and came up with 4 or 5 instead. So the correct answer is 35 people. Forget about how many people are killed. The answer is the total number of people who are in the room. Thus the correct answer is 35.